Our objective today is to have each of you create a digital portfolio using your GranburyISD.net account. The first step that you're going to take in creating that portfolio is to open your Google Drive. So you will go to your Google Drive. We are going to create a folder to put all of the items housed in your portfolio within. So we're going to go here. First step is to go New, Folder, and we're going to call your folder Digital Portfolio. And we're going to create that folder. So now you can see the folder here in my Google Drive. I'm going to double click and open that folder. Once you get your folder open, you will see a little drop down beside it, the title of your folder, and I'm going to click on that and I'm going to share. In order for anyone to see the things that are on your digital portfolio, you will have to put them in a shared folder. So we're going to open this folder, open the shared settings, and we're going to go to advanced. And right now, you are the only person that can access anything in this folder. So we want to make it so that others can view the things in this folder. To do that, we're going to go here to change, right beside private, only you can access. We're going to change that, and we want it to be where people outside of Granbury ISD can look at it as well. So we're going to choose on, anyone with the link, and then down here we want it to say can view only, and we're going to save that. You'll see this window, and I can see that I have it set so that anyone who has the link can view, and I'm good with that, so I'm going to say done. Once that's done, you're ready to create your portfolio. So the next step inside this folder is to go here to New, go down to More, and go to Google Sites. You will get this message because you are creating your site in a shared folder, and Google is warning you, okay, remember this is in a shared folder and you're okay with that. So you're going to say create and share. It will then create a new Google site for you. The very first step we're going to take is to name your site. So we're going to go up to the top left corner where it says Untitled Site, and we're going to call this Digital Portfolio and your name. So I'm putting Digital Portfolio and my name. The next thing you're going to do is go where it says your page title, and you're going to click there, and let's title this one About Me. And we're going to make this a page that you could tell a little bit about yourself. In order to have a place to put your text, you can either go here to Insert and choose Text Box over on the right, or you can go down in the body of the page, double click, and you'll get the same choices. And so I'm going to choose a text box, and I might take this opportunity here to tell a little bit about myself, maybe what grade I'm in, what I'm interested in, that kind of thing. So once you have your text in there, you can select that text, and you can go in and decide by which one of these, title, a heading, a subheading, what size the text is on your page. Maybe you want this section to stand out a little. If that's the case, you'll go to this little color palette, and you can choose emphasis and maybe have some color there. The next step we're going to take is to insert the pages that we need. So I'm going to go over here to the right at the top where it says Pages, and I want to add a page for my ASL, for my sign language class. So I'm going to go New Page, and I'm going to call it ASL. I'm going to say Done, and now that page is created. Now, under that page, I want to put some sub-pages. So I'm going to go to the three dots here. I'm going to add a sub-page. The first sub-page I'm going to call Interpersonal Communications. I can see that this doesn't look very nice, so I'm going to make that text box a little bigger so that everything will fit on line, I'm going to go back to ASL right here. I'm going to create another subpage. Your second subpage is going to be called Interpretive Communications. Again, I'm going to change the size of that text box a little. And then I'm going to go back to ASL to the three dots, and my last subpage is going to be called Presentational Communications. So I have all of the pages that I'm going to need for my ASL section of my digital portfolio. The next thing we want to do is look at themes. And this is where you can kind of customize your portfolio, what you would like that to look like. So I'm going to just choose one of these themes. I'm going to maybe choose impression. I can here change the color, that kind of thing. If I click on this little bucket, I can customize the color and what I want that to look like. So I'm going to go with this yellow. I can choose my fonts here if I want to change that, a little bit different look. If I wanted to maybe over on my home page, I'm going to navigate there. If I wanted to put a picture, I could either go here to insert or go down here to where I want to put the picture, and I can click, and from Drive is one of my choices. So I'm going to look in my pictures folder, and I think I will add this picture. I'm going to insert, and there's the picture that was housed in my Google Drive. If I wanted it to be in a different place, I can just drag it around. Maybe I want it to be up here on my title. Maybe I want it to be above this section. You can move it around, resize it, whatever you need to do there. So if you decide you don't want it, you just delete that picture and you're back. So all of these things that you can do to customize your site. One other thing that you might want to think about, and this is a personal preference, if you put your mouse right and hover over the title here, you'll see a little gear setting to the left, and if you click on that, you can choose side navigation, which would put the list of pages over here on the side. There's my sub pages. Or you can have a top navigation, so just whatever you prefer there, however you like that. That's one other thing that you can do to customize. The last thing that I would talk to you about on this is the header type. So you can choose a large banner, a title only, a cover, which would let you put a photo there. So I'm going to leave it as a banner. Now, the next thing we'll need to talk about are the publish settings. So you can always go back in, make changes, work on your portfolio, but every time you make a change, you'll need to publish it. So the first time we publish it, we choose the publish settings. So I'm going to click on publish, and it's going to automatically populate a web address, which I'm going to leave that just like it is. I'm not going to change it. And then you can see underneath that it says who can view my site, and the choice that is the default is anyone, and that's what I want to leave. So if it says anyone can view, then you're going to go here and publish. Once you've published that site, you will see a little drop down here that will allow you to go and view your published site, to see your published settings, or to unpublish it. So I'm going to, you can tell that you've published it because there's a little drop down beside the publish word. Another thing that you need to know about is a preview button. If you're making changes before you publish it, you might want to go to this preview button. The preview button will let you look at it and see what it will look like to someone once it's published. If you notice down in the bottom right corner of your screen, there are 3 options here. You can see what your site will look like on a computer screen, on a tablet, and on a phone. So you can kind of preview and make sure it's like you intend for it to be. To close that preview, you're just going to hit this X here. Anytime you go in and make changes, those changes are saved, but they're not reflected on your live site until you click publish. So you have to publish that. Once you have it published, you can go to View Published Site. And when you do that, the address that's here in your Omnibox, your URL, is what you would give to someone that you wanted to see your portfolio. Perhaps someone that you were sending info to apply for a job, to apply for college, to apply for scholarships. So that's how you would get to the link that you would send to someone. One other thing we want to talk about, with our ASL, you will probably have videos that you have uploaded, and I'm going to go here to insert. You'll probably be adding videos of things that you've signed. Likely those are either in Google Drive or in YouTube, uploaded to YouTube. So if they're on your YouTube channel, you'll click here on YouTube, and you can either put a link to that video, or you can go here and see the videos that you have uploaded. And so I could choose one of these videos that I've uploaded, and you can see there's my YouTube video on my portfolio. So that's likely something you'll be using for your ASL classes. As you go to other classes, you might consider going here to Pages and adding a new page for other classes. Maybe you want to put your best work in your English class, or about a science experiment in your science class. You would go through the same process to add a new page, and then under that class add subpages that had to do with your other classes. So hopefully this portfolio is something that you will keep updated and use for multiple classes throughout your high school career.